JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, sisters and taxi operator arrested for gun and ammunition possession. 2 sisters are among 3 people arrested after an illegal gun and ammunition were seized in Longwood District, Racecourse, Clarendon on Wednesday, the police report. The sisters are 28-year-old Chanel Francis, a bartender of Savannah, Hayes in the parish, and the 25-year-old Chantel Francis, a labourer of Water Lane, also in the parish. A taxi driver, 40-year-old Peter Francis, also known as Rando, of Longwood District in Racecourse, was also arrested. A police team was conducting a spot check when a grey Toyota Probox that was heading towards them reversed. The vehicle was intercepted and searched. A Glock pistol with 9 rounds was reportedly found on the floor of the vehicle. The trio was subsequently taken into custody, pending further investigation. Gun and ammunition seized in Old Harbour Bay. An operation by the Old Harbour Police in St. Catherine has resulted in the seizure of an illegal gun and ammunition. About 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the police party descended on Tito Lane in Dagger Bay, Old Harbour Bay. During a search along a fence line in the community, the team recovered a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 10 rounds. No arrest was made. INDECOM probes cops killing of alleged bus thief in Clarendon. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, has launched a probe into the circumstances surrounding the shooting death of an alleged bus thief by police at Fogger Road in Four Parts, Clarendon on Thursday morning. The dead man is believed to be 31-year-old Gaylord Payton from Watermouth District in Porus, Manchester. Information received indicate that around 3:45 a.m., the police received a report that a blue 2008 Toyota Hiace minibus was robbed from a man in Lincoln, Manchester. Assistance was sought, and the Manchester police, having received additional information, proceeded to Clarendon Park in Clarendon, where the vehicle was spotted. Efforts were made to stop the vehicle using the beacon lamp and loudspeaker of a police service vehicle, but this proved futile, as the bus reportedly sped along the thoroughfare toward the direction of Maypen. The police reportedly gave chase. The vehicle then drove onto Fogger Road of the Bustamante Highway and collided with a tree before coming to a stop. 3 men, the police said, then alighted from the bus and opened gunfire at them. The lawmen returned the fire. When the shooting subsided, 1 man was seen suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was rushed to the Maypen Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Man shot and killed in downtown Kingston. The police are probing the murder of a man on Orange Street in Kingston on Thursday morning. The deceased is identified only by his alias Joe and is believed to be a chef in the area. The deadly shooting reportedly occurred sometime after 7 a.m. Fear grips Hopewell High after staff member gunned down while approaching his car. Rocked by the death of their bursar, the staff of Hopewell High School in Hanover remained at home today, while the Board of Management plans to host an emergency meeting to announce security at the educational institution. The school was plunged into mourning on Wednesday afternoon due to the murder of 35-year-old Jermaine Roberts, who had been managing the school's finances for the past 6 years. Roberts' death brings the number of persons killed in Hanover since the parish has been placed under state of emergency, SOE, to 3. The announced security measures end tomorrow, 2 weeks after the government announced SOEs for Hanover, St. Catherine, Clarendon, and St. James. Byron Grant, the school's principal, was on the school compound when the incident occurred, was seriously injured when he ran into broken glass, shattered during the shooting, and has been admitted to the hospital. According to reports, Roberts was attacked by a lone gunman who approached his car and fired shots, killing him on the spot. The incident has left teachers and ancillary workers at the school traumatized and in need of counseling, said Dalton Hastings, chairman of the Board of Management, who expressed being still in a state of shock as he explained the situation. Hastings described the incident as troubling and scary, expressing concern that criminal elements no longer have any regard for the school environment. For someone to come on the school compound to carry out a shooting is beyond me, he sighed, acknowledging that as a country, the high crime rate is something that citizens, particularly schools, are grappling with. He said an emergency meeting of the board has been called for today. I don't know what happened, why Mr. Roberts was shot, but we'll have to beef up security, he added. The school board chairman said Roberts was a jovial, hard-working, and approachable individual, well-respected in his field. He had a good rapport with his team. Roberts resided in Pitford, St. James, but was originally from St. Thomas. Hanover has had 69 murders since the start of the year, compared to 44 in 2022, reflecting an increase of 54%. 70-year-old contractor shot dead in St. Elizabeth. An elderly man was found at his home in Greenfield District, St. Elizabeth, Thursday morning. Police believe the man, identified as 70-year-old contractor Amos Thompson, otherwise called Conroy, was killed Wednesday night. Thompson was also a United States resident. It was reported that around 11:45 p.m., residents heard explosions but did not summon the police. Around 6:50 Thursday morning, the police were called to the location after residents alerted them to the presence of the body. The police arrived and saw a crowd gathered in a yard, and upon investigating, saw Thompson's body inside a Honda CR-V motor vehicle which was parked in a garage. Police said a section of the deceased man's body was partially outside the vehicle. It was clad in grey-colored underpants and a gold-looking watch. The yard was cleared and the scene was processed by the police. Fire Brigade Assistant Commissioner pleads guilty to indecent assault. Assistant Commissioner with the Jamaica Fire Brigade, Floyd McLean, who was charged 5 months ago with sexually assaulting a minor, has pleaded guilty to a lesser charge. McLean was originally charged with attempted rape and sexually touching of a child, pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of indecent assault when he appeared before the St. James Parish Court. He is to be sentenced on February 9, 2024. He was charged in August after a complaint was filed with the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse. McLean was responsibility for the Brigade's Region 4, was charged following an investigation into allegations that he sexually assaulted a 14-year-old girl who was volunteering at the Montego Bay Fire Department in St. James. The teenager was on voluntary service at the fire department when on July 20, she was allegedly molested by McLean. The Assistant Commissioner initially denied the allegations. 50 licenses suspended. Approximately 50 motorists have had their license suspended since the new Road Traffic Act came into force in February. While no motorist has had his or her driver's license revoked so far, the Traffic Chief, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Gary McKenzie, has warned motorists to obey the rules of the road or they will feel the effects of the law when they have accumulated enough demerit points for their driver's license to be suspended and could also be revoked. The new law, which significantly updated fines and penalties for breaches, took effect on February 1, and since this time, the police say more than 500,000 tickets have been issued to motorists for various offences. This has, however, not bested the record number of 720,694 traffic tickets issued for breaches of the road code last year. I believe that the increase in fines and points for some offences have made a difference. The addition of the offence of driving whilst using a cell phone is impactful, said McKenzie, who heads the Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, PSTAB, of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF. He said that the offence motorists are mostly ticketed for is failing to wear a seatbelt, for which more than 100,000 tickets have been issued, followed by driving at excessive speeds, with more than 60,000 tickets issued. Under the legislation, an accumulation of traffic tickets for offences, including speeding, driving or operating motor vehicle while using electronic communication device, and careless driving causing collision, now result in demerit points added to the driver's license. ACP Mackenzie noted that licenses are suspended through the courts or when motorists accumulate 10 or more points. Among the repercussions for the offence of speeding under the demerit system, with the accumulation of 10 to 14 demerit points over a 12-month period, is the suspension of the license and or payment of fines. To get back the license, the driver is required to complete training on the dangers of speeding by a certified driving instructor and pass a written test administered by the Island Traffic Authority. However, if after 15 months, a driver has accumulated demerit points that are fewer than those required for a suspension of the license, then the points will expire and the record cleared. Under the new Road Traffic Act, drivers with outstanding traffic tickets will not be able to transfer titles of vehicles, renew driver's license, or pay fitness and registration fees. Previously, drivers with accumulated traffic tickets were still able to conduct these transactions at the tax office. In the meantime, ACP Mackenzie said he believes that the police have been fairly effective in enforcement of the new Road Traffic Act. He said that the electronic ticketing system has greatly improved enforcement and has ensured greater compliance as it relates to prosecution. He noted, for example, that payment for infractions have now moved from 30% to approximately 55%. ACP Mackenzie said he is of the belief that motorists are not aware, as they should be, about what is contained in the new Road Traffic Act. As such, he is advising them to visit the Ministry of Justice's website to get more acquainted with the new legislation. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.